I just remain. I'll leave this on for a while. Money, 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 money. Can solve many problems, but money, everybody can use money, right? Who doesn't want money? Definitely need to be sharing a lot of ideas when it comes to making money. Ironically, the information is actually out there. You actually just gotta put yourself out there. Google is your friend. It's always annoying seeing people complain about money, but they literally have a smartphone. They literally have a device that can get them money if they use it properly. They use it to get money. They'll literally be watching a whole bunch of videos of people who got money, people who are successful, who are doing good in life through their phone, but don't realize that they can get that same life, or obviously a similar life, if they use their phone to get money. You don't have to be, your 20s or 30s or anything like that, to make good money. You can literally be, in your teens, right? 15 and above, and make money, right? All you really need is just a way to receive the money, obviously, right? We have different stuff like that on the internet. Obviously, Cash App is one of those features most people like to use. PayPal, for those of us who still use it. Um, Obviously, like I said, there's tons of other ways of getting paid. I mean, Bitcoins, you can get paid, obviously, in crypto, as things we have nowadays. So there's a lot of options, a lot of ways of getting money, but you got to have stuff to be able to provide for people so they can give you money, right? A lot of times it's entertainment, information, obviously actual products, services like painting for somebody, or doing some type of graphic arts, or music, ebooks. There's ways of making money. There's multiple ways of making money. You just gotta think of what you like, and especially if you spend money on what you like, and then see if you can make money off of that thing as well. So if you like, for example, if you like music, why not try to make money off of music, right? If you like dancing, why not try to make money off of dancing? If you like card games, or comic books or something, why not make your own comic books? That always was an interesting idea, was making your own comics, because of the fact that it's like you don't have to make a physical comic. You can make an ebook or e-comic, whatever you want to call it. And you can publish it yourself. You can literally be on Amazon using Kindle Publishing, KDF, Kindle Publishing, no, KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing. Just go in Google, obviously, type up Kindle Direct Publishing or KDP, and you'll see it. And all you have to do is just get some type of program that lets you make a PDF. And all you have to do is take all your images, right? More likely, you probably made your comic or whatever, manga, whatnot, on your computer, maybe even a mobile device like a tablet or something, or a smartphone, and then just turn it to a PDF, and then upload it to Kindle Publishing, which will load it up to Amazon, and now people can purchase your comic, right, your manga, whatever you created. And of course, you can do that with you can write books, stories like that. Especially if you're good at something, you have a lot of knowledge in something. Why not write a book, right? So, other things you can do to obviously make money, like I said, videos, audio. Obviously, there's many different things you can do with video. You can obviously make a tutorial video where you teach a certain thing, or you can make entertainment video like a movie or some type of, just funny skits. I mean, something as simple as a like a trailer, like a concept for like maybe a like movie idea or something. You can just make your own trailer for it. Obviously, you can do stuff like animation if you're good at animating, whether it be CGI or actual, drawing animations. And that's the thing. There's a lot of stuff on the internet that's for free, and there's stuff obviously you pay for. There's stuff on the internet for free that you can use to create stuff, digital stuff, right? So that's the thing, making money on the internet, obviously digital. So obviously you should be thinking, there's a feature here. Okay, sorry. I don't know why that is. Oops, something went wrong. Swipe left to close. Left. Okay. Sorry about that. What was I saying? Yeah, all types of different things you can be looking at. I think I lost train of thought. But like I said, it's the free stuff on the internet that you can use to do pretty much anything you want. It's always a good idea to try, find a free way to do something, whatever it is you want to do, right? And then once you try it, obviously it's a way to test out the idea, put it out there, promoting your social medias and all that good stuff, and then see what happens. If it gets a good amount of attention, then you can start putting money into it, right? Most people like to think you have to put money first, right? It takes money to make money. And it is true to a certain degree, but ironically, some people are already spending money on things, aka they're already putting money into things. So they're already, because like I said, it takes money to make money in certain situations, but you're already putting money into something. If you pay your internet bill, right, your phone bill, whatnot, you're already putting money into something, right, which is the internet. So that means you're already paying for the ability to connect with people in the world, especially if you have social medias, right? You're paying to be on your social media. So now you can, tell people about what you're doing, whether you're doing music, videos, manga, like I said, writing books, makeup tutorials, or whatever you're into, whatever you're interested in. You're already putting money when you pay your phone bill, right? You're already putting money into something. So, the whole it takes money to make money. Sometimes I be seeing people be complaining about not having money, or, like there's problems in the world and stuff like that, or just problems in their own lives that they need money to solve it. Sometimes they forget they already have money, they just don't use it wisely, right? Sometimes they don't even try to lower their cost of living. They don't try to reduce how much they spend, so that way they always have money left over. Something I always like to say and tell my friends and whatnot, saving money is the same thing as making money, right? The less you spend of the money you do make, that you do receive, especially if you have a job. Most people do. If you're fortunate enough, right? You have a job, which means you have money, which means if you don't spend it all, right, to pay bills, like, luxuries and any other thing you spend money on, you'll have money left over. And that money can go into whatever you want to put it into. Sometimes you don't gotta put all your money into something right away. Sometimes, you can invest a little by little. Some people like to think that, like, oh no, I gotta put like $1,000 into something, or 10,000 or something into an idea. And it's like, no, you can put like $5 here, $10 there. It's the same thing when it comes to investing. I invest on Robinhood, and it's the same thing as investing. I started off, for like $5, right? Easily over $2,000 right now, because I didn't put that much money. Just like I said, I started off with $5, and just put a couple $100 here and there. Mostly into Tesla, obviously, right? And some other good stocks, specifically like dividend stocks. And mostly what I invest now is just the dividends. Whenever I get money from these companies, I just put them either back into the same company, or I just invest in another company, so I can, diversify. Don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, right? because you never know what will be successful, what will not be successful. I mean, if you're pretty good at, figuring out what will and will not be successful, then it does make sense, obviously put not all, but put more into what um, would work, would be successful. But for those things you don't think that would be successful, right? You just want to try it out, for you gamble, take a gamble, whatever you want to call it. Then yes, put a little something, right? You might hear this a lot on the internet from other people where they say, it's like only invest as much as you're willing to lose, right? Which is fair. It's not that different from like just like regular gambling, right? But this is, obviously different because this is more educated. This is more about you support something. Like I support Tesla company, so I put my money into it because I support it. So it's not a guess, not guessing if they're gonna do good or not, business wise at least. Um, it's pretty obvious if they're gonna do pretty good if they keep going the direction that they're going in. So the likelihood of my investment, which currently is pretty good right now, it's just gonna keep going up, up. Even times where they go down, they eventually go back up. So obviously, I'm investing for the long term. I'm investing into not just businesses, but also, and like not only investing into starting your own business, right, doing your own stuff, doing things to make money, investing in other people's, ideas or businesses, that will make you money, right? So investing in yourself, like I said, your own business and whatnot, your own activities that you like, and put money into that, but also putting money into other people's, activities and hobbies and ideas. That's another way of obviously making money. Um, and then real estate, right, is the most typical investment that a lot of people like to talk about. I use a app called Fundrise, Fundrise, Fundrise. It's pretty good. Of course, do a little research on it and whatnot through YouTube. Watch some old and some up to date YouTube videos of it, and it's like, okay, it is what I expected it to be, and it's pretty simple, straightforward. Just put money in there, and they do the rest. I don't have to do much of anything, and who doesn't like that, right? I'm always That's another thing I like to look for is stuff that I don't have to put too much effort into it because I'm trying to do so much. If you're trying to do 1,000 things, you don't want that you have to do all those 1,000 things in order to get the results out of them because you only have but so much time. And rich person secret, right, is you're trying to buy time, right? You're not trying to spend more time working or more time doing stuff to make money. You want to spend less time doing that and more time just enjoying life and more time, using the money that you make and earn. So that's why you want to make your money make money. You probably heard that many times out there. It takes money to make money. Probably heard that as well. And that's just a thing. You want to get to the point where you're not working for the money. The money is working for you. Same thing as hiring people to work for you, do things that do things for you where you can obviously pay them well. Obviously, I recommend that. Recommend paying people good because then they'll keep working good for you, which will keep putting more money in your pocket, right? And the thing is the goal should be for everybody to benefit, right? It's unfortunate that there's companies out there, people out there that want to take advantage of other people, but it's the state of the world we're in, right? But hopefully, you will find ways. Do a simple Google search. You always want to, like for example, on YouTube, right? Google you can go, but let's go with YouTube. Usually, you find more information that way on YouTube because obviously the videos you can skip through certain parts of videos. Obviously, there's a lot of bullshit videos out there about making money, but a lot of times you do find some good ones. I have a website where I put a lot of the information, you can check out my TikTok page. I have a link tree, so I got the link tree on there. So I got a link, and it has all these links on there. And go to the Pocket Money, Earn Money link. So I just posted the link since I changed this to a business account. Now it has that feature where I can put the link. It's like, yes, finally I can put a Linktree account link so that I can have all those links. So it'd be easier to find, my business, which is one of the links. All the other links pretty much go towards the same website, my Comfort Industries website, but they're for different specific things that people probably be looking for that be useful to them. But everybody needs money, everybody likes money, so there is specifically a link for that. So I try to make sure that that's one of the links you automatically can see. I know, and I already see the analytics for it. A lot of people love clicking that Pocket Money link, so I know it's definitely a useful link. To go check it out. A lot of free information. That's the main things. Free information. Obviously, there's YouTube videos that some of them are mine. Some of them, obviously are the ones I found on YouTube that are really good at what they're explaining, what they're teaching. The information there is very useful. So I got you the best information because these are the information I use. These are the videos that helped me out, right? Taught me the things that I learned and needed to learn to do the things that I wanted to do, like the ebook stuff. I got more than 10 ebooks I wrote myself. So got a little ebook business, learning stuff about credit. I got 13 credit cards right now, that kind of stuff. So a whole bunch of stuff. So it's always good to try to get money in different forms, right? Get money, right, through work and through businesses, but also make money, also get credit, right? So that's what credit cards can get credit. Because sometimes you might need a specific amount and you might not have it all in cash, or your cash, most of my cash is investments. So I mainly, use credit. And ironically, sometimes I convert credit to cash. So a lot of times I pay off my credit cards with credit cards, that kind of stuff. Because my money is, like I said, it's invested in stuff like in the stock market, in real estate. What else? And other businesses. I got a little eBay business. I got YouTube channels and other things like that. And I've been putting a little bit of money here and there on advertising things, like videos. I got a video on this channel, on this TikTok, that I promoted. Just because I can, right? Just because I can. And there's probably other videos I would want to promote as well. But yeah, that's the thing. It's at first you want to try stuff for free. There's apps. There's apps to make money. If you go to my Pocket Money site, you will find a couple apps there that I used to use. I barely use them now. Because I have different ways of making money. So those were more useful for when I didn't have the methods that I have to make money now, as well as the investments and stuff. So because again, like I said, you want to get to the point where you're not working to make money, or at least not working a lot less, right? You don't want to, because there was a time where I used to, like I said, use the apps to make money while I'm at work. So I'm working, right, making money. Then I'm on my phone, using my phone to make money, and that takes time. Now, granted, I have the time because I use a lot of my downtime at work to, mess around on the phone and make some extra money. But you don't want to be in, like I said, you don't want to be in that position where you're constantly adding stuff that you're doing. You want to do more stuff, of course, but you want to do more stuff to set it up. All right, I set this up. I got this. Let's say a podcast or something. So it's okay, I got a YouTube channel, I got a podcast, I got TikTok, I got a Facebook page, I got Instagram, I got a Twitter, right? So those are 6 things you have. You don't want to spend hours and hours on doing a whole bunch of stuff on all those platforms. You want to spend an hour or two, well, probably be 2 to 3 hours, right, at most, on those platforms doing different things because you're just setting the things up. Especially when it comes to, like, let's say YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and of course you'll promote on TikTok. I mean, Twitter and Facebook. But when it comes to like uploading a video, it'll be TikTok, Instagram, because Instagram has that, and YouTube. So those three sites alone, you can make a video. Right? You're gonna obviously try to make a long video, because you would be able to upload the long video on all three platforms. But if on TikTok, let's say a shorter video, let's have like a 10-minute video, a 3-minute video would be better. So you can like edit the video down to 3 minutes for TikTok, and then probably leave it for 10 minutes for Instagram and even YouTube, and then you're good. So the same video can be, modified in some ways, so you can fit them on all these platforms however way you want, and you can edit them in different ways. Because maybe, let's say your video probably do better if you add like special effects or sound effects or music to it or something, not just you in front of a camera talking or something like that. You might want to add extra things to it. It looked like I scratched myself. Do a little extra things like that, right? Do a little extra effects, stuff that probably, if it makes the video better, it makes the video better, right? And better, obviously, through views and stuff. Because if people ain't watching your stuff, then whatever you're offering becomes pointless and useless if you're not offering something, right? If what you're offering isn't being seen, is what I'm saying. That, like I said, you make one video, for example, right? One 10-minute video, so you spend 10 minutes to make that video, and then you spend the next 30 minutes to an hour, just uploading. Well, first editing and stuff like that, if you have to do some editing, and then uploading. So maybe 2 hours at most. You'll extra on top of the 10 minutes. You'll be doing that. But the point is that you want to spend less time doing something, right? Working on something. Than spending more time, because you don't want to like go on TikTok, right, and then try to do a video for TikTok, then go on Instagram and try to do a video for Instagram, then go on YouTube and try to make a video on there, right? So instead of trying to do it individually, just make one video, edit them in different ways, and then post them on the different platforms. That way you took care of all three platforms, you did stuff for all three platforms, and they do whatever they're doing, right? Whatever the videos are, or video that you made, whatever it is. Let's say it's a fitness video, you're teaching people to exercise or something like that. Like for example, on TikTok, you might want to speed up the video. Might want to make the video faster, like speed it up a little bit, throw in some graphics, like words saying stuff, like that way you can give more information in a short period of time. So taking like a 10-minute video and shortening it down to like at least 5 minutes, 3 minutes. So that way people, because TikTok, right? You don't want people to take get bored too quick, right? You want to give them the information real quick, because that's what they're on TikTok for, right? Speed, entertainment, right? Give them the information real quick, and then they can move on to whatever else they're doing. But at least you gave them the information that you wanted to give them. Hopefully they, look at the whole information, right? And get the benefits out of it that you wanted to give them. And of course, when you're monetized, sorry, give me a second. All right, so when you're, and of course, monetization, right, is the whole idea of like you want to make money from the stuff you do. So obviously, if the videos is about, let's say, like a fitness book where like you talk about like you show how to how to do the exercise and stuff like that in a routine, but then mention that you have like an ebook on Amazon that people can purchase where there's way more information, and that's a way you can monetize your little fitness video, right? And like I said, you can post it on those three platforms. So it's not rocket science, ironically. It's not, right? It's not rocket science, but a lot of people act like it is very difficult. Something I noticed that even when I find like an easy way to make money, might not be millions of dollars, but it's still money, and money is money, right? Making $1 here and there, $10 here and there, that adds up if you put in the time and effort. But some people don't even want to put the time, even if the time is a short period of time. It's like just spend 2 hours and you can make like $10, $20. But some people are just like, oh, that doesn't sound great. But it's money. It's something you can use, and you can use the money to make money. Ultimately, you want to get to that point where you're not working for money. Money is working for money, right? Your money is making money. That way, you can have more time doing whatever you want, which is the opposite of making, working to make money, right? That's usually what you don't want to do, is be working. Unless you like to work, or you like your job and whatnot. To each their own. The thing is like, it's the whole being, work smarter, not harder, right? So why not try to get to a point where you work less? Because ultimately, the reason you work is for the money. It's not for the work, unless you like your job. In case like you're a lawyer, doctor, or president of the United States or something. Unless you like your job, and your job means something more than just a paycheck, then all right, it's fine. To each their own. So it's not really for the money. Like, you do your job because you like your job, not because of a paycheck. But for those who work because of a paycheck, then you really, really gotta get your shit together and focus on making it where your money makes money, not you make money. Right? And the thing is, even if you're not smart, right? Let's go with that, right? Even if you're not smart, you have a smartphone. Use it to get smarter. Even if you're not a smart person right off the bat. Even if you're like, oh, I have no ideas. I don't know nothing. I don't know how to make videos and music or write books or invest in the stock market or whatever. Like, I don't know nothing. Well, duh, most people don't. We're not born with the knowledge of the universe. Of course, most people don't. Which is why you go learn. That's what the internet is for. It's literally a digital library. Right? There's tons of videos out there you can watch and learn to make money. There's videos out there you can watch to learn how to eat better, exercise, right? But the main things for those who want to make money, there's tons of videos out there. Now, some videos that I've seen were a waste of time. They were a waste of time, like how to make $30,000 in 5 minutes. And I watched the 5-minute video and was like, yeah, there was no real information here on how to make $30,000 in 5 minutes, right? So clearly that's not a legit video. Good clickbait, right? But it wasn't legit. But any videos that where it's like, yeah, here's here's 10 ways to make like $1 million or something like that. And then when you actually watch the video, it's like, oh, okay, there's actually some legit information here. The only thing is that I can't do it. Like, they'll legitimately teach you how to invest into like real estate to make $1 million, and the information is legit. The only thing is that you don't have the capital. Let's say they said you need like $20,000 to get started, and you can make $1 million in like 3 months, right? In real estate, if you had $20,000, like, well, most people don't have $20,000 to start off with, so that video would be useless to that person. Even though it's a legit video, like legitimately, the information will make you $1 million if you just had the 20,000. But that's the unfortunateness, right? I've seen a video where it was like, making a lot of money, like making thousands of dollars a month or 100,000 or like $10,000 a month or some shit like that. But it was all about selling cars or renting cars. I think that's what it was, renting cars, like luxury vehicles, like Lamborghinis and stuff like that, making money off of renting out Lamborghinis. Like, well, duh, if I had a Lamborghini, obviously I would, I would rent it out and make money off of it. Rent, like, cause the dude was like renting out for like music videos and shit like that. It's like, yeah, I'll let people use my Lamborghini for their TikTok videos for a nice chuck and change. Like, that's common fucking sense. Like, I don't need to watch a YouTube video, right, to tell me that. But ironically, that's what it was. It was a YouTube video telling me, hey, if you have a Lamborghini, you can easily make 10 grand off of it. It's like, you know what I mean? Shit, if I had, if I just had 10 grand to spare, right, just 10 grand available, then I could just use the 10 grand, right, make some investments here and there, and grow it up to the point where I can get a Lamborghini and then use the Lamborghini, right, to to make that money. So it's always been funny. But there's some videos, like I said, that were legit. I was like, man, this was actually a legit video on how to make like $1 million. But I don't have, at the time anyway, when I watched it many years ago, I didn't have the means to be able to use that information. I mean, I could use the information now, right? But at the time, I didn't have the information. I mean, the resources, right? There's some videos out there where I was like, well, I mean, I have $1,000 I could spare. I could invest into something. Let me type up how to, how to invest $1,000, right? As an example. And then just watch some videos on how to invest $1,000. There were some good ones. There were some good videos. From right, that's where I found out about Fundrise being one of those things you can obviously invest $1,000 into. And I was like, all right, cool, because that is a way to get into real estate, and big real estate too, not just like houses, residential houses, apartments, and stuff. That they also do like casinos, hotels, and stuff like that. Obviously, it's the money is like through leasing and through renting, but that's the part you don't deal with. That's the part that they deal with. They deal with collecting all that rent and all that good stuff, right? And you just get your cut. So you invest into them investing into these hotels and apartment complexes and all these real estate stuff. You just get a piece of the pie. So you just simple. You're just an investor, right? You're an investor. You're a is it investor? Yeah, I think it's just the term investor. Capital investor. I can't remember the term, but you know how like some companies be like they're trying to get, yeah, they just use the term investors, like they're trying to get some investors to invest in their company. So it's pretty much the same thing. And like I said, I have a website called Pocket Money. Well, that's the tab. So on my Linktree link on my TikTok page, you'll find the tab for the Pocket Money site, and you can go check it out. And there's some good information there. Of course, eventually I'll end up updating it. So it's always a good idea to save it, right? To save the tag, to save bookmark the site, and check it at least once a week. At least check it once a week, right? So that way, whenever I do update it and put some new stuff on there, you will already have, access to it, right? You already, whenever it's updated, you'll notice once you visit the site, every week. I think I have some new stuff to put on there this week, so I'll try to remember to update it with some new stuff. Also, got to make sure that some of the old stuff that's on there, is still viable, right? Still useful. If it's not, I tend to delete stuff like that. I had a couple stuff on there before that I had to delete. Because if it's no longer working, there's no point in leaving it there, right? And then sometimes I just find stuff that's better than the original stuff, because unfortunately, like I said before, there's a lot of people that tend to be lazy, and people just, I get it, they just want the money. They don't want to do more work for money, right? They already work for money. They just want another way to make money. And for some people, they just don't like the idea of working. Like when they think of internet or think of like making money online, they don't think of working to make money online, like work. They think of like what's on the internet. Shouldn't have to do anything. It's just free money, right? And that's how some people look at it. So when you tell somebody like, oh, you can make an extra $300 a month, and I'm like, oh, that's not enough. It's like, it's an extra $300. It's not going to replace your job. The only way it can replace your job is if you work harder, right? If you work to make more money on the internet than you would make at your job. But like I said, an extra 300 matters, right? If you make, let's say you make $2,000 a month, and then you make an extra 300, that's nice. That extra 300 can pay bills and stuff like that. So that way you don't have to dig into your, paycheck in order to pay for, your expenses. Especially if most of your expenses is luxury items like Netflix. You don't need Netflix. That's luxury. So um, there's many other things that you probably spend money on that you don't need. You can live without. I get it. Phone, internet, those are useful if you're using them for money. If you're not using the internet or your phone for money, like to make money, then you're just wasting money. Then your phone becomes a liability, not an asset. And that's the thing you always have to think about is like whatever you have, whatever you do should make you money so you can keep doing the things you want to do. You know what I mean? Like you have a house, you have a roof over your head because you paid for it, right? You have a car because you paid for it. You got gas because you paid for it. Like you got food because you paid for it. You got clothes because you paid for it, and so forth, so forth. So it's like, and when you do things you like travel or hang out with friends and stuff like that, sometimes money's involved, right? If you hang out with friends like at a restaurant, obviously you're paying for the restaurant, right? um, so you got to think of that the same way. So if you have a phone and you're paying for the phone, you might want to get a reimbursement, right? You want to get some of that money back. Let's say you pay $50 a month for your phone. All right, you want to at least make 60, right, on the phone, $60 a month on the phone, so you could afford the $50 a month and have $10 left over that you could pocket. And that's the thing, you always want to be able to make sure you can save money. That's the most important thing. One of the things that makes rich people rich, besides other things that most people would consider makes rich people rich, is the fact that they don't uh, try to spend their money as soon as they get it. They wait a while. They wait a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months. So sometimes they'll set it up where they don't get the money directly. Like they'll have multiple bank accounts, and whenever they get let's say they have a business or multiple businesses that generate income and direct deposits the money um, every month, instead of direct deposit straight to their personal account where they're always going to get a notification, they're always going to see that money stacking up. They have it into other accounts that they don't keep an eye on. They don't have notifications for, and they just like once in a while, like, oh man, it's 3 weeks since I checked my bank account. Let's say Bank of America for one of my businesses. Let me go see, um, how much money is in there, and then they go check it. Like, oh shit, 200,000. Oh snap, right? So that's a good thing. And the only reason there is 200,000 there is because you didn't spend it, right? It just kept coming in, kept coming in, kept coming in. You accept it, and it just kept stacking up. And that's the thing. You want to get to a point where, whenever money comes in, you just take a small percentage, right? Let me take some spending money, and then the rest just goes into savings, right? It goes into investments, but savings can be investments if you have like a high yield savings account or CD accounts, like I tend to use. Um, stock market, Fundrise, like I said, real estate. So it's like you want to put the money to where it makes money, and then, like I said, I put my money into stuff that makes money, and since it makes money, I just keep putting that money back into the things that makes me money, and just keep it there. Just let it literally just grow on its own, right? It's not too different like from having a farm, right? If you have like a watermelon, you take the watermelon seeds, right, and you plant the seeds, right? From that one watermelon, now you can get a whole bunch of watermelons, and then those watermelons, the same thing. You take the seeds from those watermelons and grow more, and you just have infinite watermelon glitch, right, as they say. So if you want your infinite money glitch, right, you want your infinite money hack, then first off, get some money, right? Either through borrowing, through work, right? Through, like I said, there's apps. There's, you can. Here's the thing. Here's something you can do to make money. A lot of people online do be sharing this idea. Even Gary Vee talks about this, and I was definitely doing this a long time ago. Is looking around your neighborhood, especially during trash day, right? And seeing if you can find anything. I'm not saying digging trash specifically, but I mean like if you just so happen to notice an item that's like right next to the trash can or something, or even on top, where it's easy for you to see and grab. And I'm trying to think of an example of something that if you were to see it would be worth money. Let's say a video game system. Let's say you just so happen to find a PS5 for some reason. There's a PS5 that just so happens to be on top of a trash can. Okay, pick it up, take it home, turn it on, check it out, see if it's still working. Maybe you might find out there's like, oh my God, for some strange reason, this thing is in really, really good condition. And you have no use for a PS5 for yourself. So then maybe you find somebody you could sell it to, like personally, like somebody you could just meet face to face and sell it to, or you can, try to sell it online through eBay. So you can literally take trash and turn it into treasure, aka money. So you can sell trash. That's one of the benefits of eBay is the fact that it's not about selling brand new things. See, Amazon's more about selling brand new things. eBay is more about selling used things, right? So basically, you can look at like a flea market or thrift store, whatever you want to look at it as. But it's pretty nice. I mean, I definitely use it for anything. Like if I want to make a business, right? If I want to do some type of really cool product, obviously I wouldn't really sell it on eBay. If I had a product, I go to Amazon and do the FBA thing and sell a product, something that's, I have a manufacturer for and whatnot, and it's high quality. That's what Amazon's for. But if you, got some used stuff, you got stuff in your house that you don't need anymore, don't want anymore, instead of throwing it away, right? At least try to sell it on eBay, Craigslist, Facebook, Marketplace. That's the thing. You have the internet, right? There's multiple websites. I think there's an app called Letgo. My brother uses that. That's one of the things he does. He goes to Craigslist, finds some used items, gets them for like dirt cheap, like 10, 20 bucks or something, and he flips them for like 100, 200, right? And he'd be sending me, text messages about it, like, look what I got. Like, oh, that shit looks awesome. Yeah, I just sold it for like 120. Like, I only spent 25 bucks. Like, that is awesome. You turn $25 into 120. That's awesome. And it's just that simple. I mean, you don't gotta have a huge business. You don't gotta be the next Jeff Bezos and stuff like that to make money. That's why it's ironic, right? Because the Pocket Money site was actually made for homeless people. I created it originally, or at least the idea of Pocket Money. That's why I call it Pocket Money. The idea was so I can take the website, right, the URL, put it like on a business card type thing, and then actually hand it out to homeless people, right? And then hopefully encourage them, right, to get like smartphones that at least don't have like data service or anything like that, right? Obviously, but at least has the ability to connect to Wi-Fi. And all you do is go to some place that has free Wi-Fi. Most McDonald's have free Wi-Fi. Most Dunkin' Donuts have free Wi-Fi. How would I know, right? But most places have free Wi-Fi. And I've actually had to do that a couple times. There was a couple times where I had to go and I'd be hanging around like a McDonald's or something, right? I don't know why I'm there, but right, and just jump on the Wi-Fi. Libraries, free libraries. You can go to a free library, get on a computer and stuff like that. And use the library card and stuff like that, and get on the internet. The idea is just to get on the internet, right? So there's a couple ways to do it. But I was always like, most phones, if you're next to like an open Wi-Fi, like a McDonald's or something like that has an open Wi-Fi, you can just get on the Wi-Fi, which means you can do stuff. You can make phone calls, right, with the voice over IP as they call it. So you can make phone calls through it. You can do text messages. You can check emails. I've done that a lot of times. Check emails, especially emails to see that I sold something on my eBay account. So that way I know I have money. It's like, oh, I sold something on my eBay account, which means the money's in my PayPal. And I have my PayPal card, so I can go to an ATM, use my PayPal card, right, my debit card, and take the money out. And then be able to use the money to buy stamps and this, that, and third, and mail out the item that I sold. And then, bang, I got money. And, go from there. So that's the kind of stuff I did a long time ago, like over 4 years ago. I was doing that. Like I said, clearly I'm doing better now, right, financially. But this is the point. It's like, I always thought they always had the idea that, like, if I ever ended up homeless, which should never ever happen, um, again or at all, right? I've been homeless at least once or twice in my life. As a young man, circumstances. But the thing was, is like if that ever happened again, I already know what I can do. I already know where I can get free Wi-Fi, right? Free internet access, food, water, blah, blah, all that good stuff. Even cheap clothing. Obviously, dollar store, yay for cheap stuff, right? Um, but even just going to like a Walmart or something and getting stuff out on discount and then post it on eBay for double the value. Like, I got this $50, let's say $100 items for like 50% off. Now I can try to sell it for like a full 100, right? And try to make some money. And then the post office, like I said, like it's not that hard to get stamps and because the post office, that's the thing. In the post office, you can get the box, the shipping to ship it out for free, right? You can get it for free, put the item in there, go back to the post office, right, and then pay the flat rate, which since you sold an item, you guarantee you got the money for it, right, and then ship it out. So even though I said free, but it's free because you can get you can physically get the box and package it up, but you still got to pay for shipping it out. But you could afford it because you sold something, so you made money, so you can obviously easily ship it out. But like I said, you could do that even while you're homeless, right? And a lot of times I'd be seeing homeless people with like shopping carts and stuff, and they'd be having a whole bunch of stuff in there. It's like all they need is a smartphone that they found in a trash can. Think about it. Hopefully they found it in the trash. Then they can. Yeah, who the hell's hitting me up? Sorry about that. Okay. All right. Very popular this morning. But like I was saying, is like and then use the phone, right? Like I said, connect to a Wi-Fi, and then open up an eBay account because it's free to open up an eBay account. It's free to open up a PayPal account. Now they don't do PayPal anymore. Now you got to have like a bank account to do it. But the thing is, you can get a free bank account. So you can go to like Ally Bank. Yeah, that's what I use. I use Ally Bank. So you can get a free Ally Bank account, right? And then connect that to your eBay, then sell whatever trash, literally, because you're homeless, right? You got nothing better to do than to dig in trash, right? And literally find stuff and then sell it on eBay and make money. Obviously, the goal is to eventually get to the point where you can make enough money through this method. I'm not going to go into the full details of the things you will have to do, like, because obviously you don't want to walk around with, obviously you won't walk around with cash because the money will be, in a bank, right? The money will be in a bank, so you have a bank card and stuff like that. But how do you get the bank card while you're, homeless, right? Well, you can get a prepaid card at like a 7-Eleven or something. And then, like I said, I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but just give you an idea so you can think, like, that's the kind of stuff you'll do to try to get everything connected. So that we have the eBay account, the bank account, you have a card that you can connect to the bank. So that way, unless you can get a bank card, then, a debit card from the bank, then you're good. But if you can't, then you can do a prepaid card and use the prepaid card, connect it to the bank. So that way, when you sell on eBay, the money will go to your bank account, right? And then from your bank, you'll transfer it, right, to your prepaid debit card, right? And then you can spend it, right? You can go on it, take it out on cash in the ATM, or just spend it as is, right? You can obviously order things online like Amazon, right? And go that route. And there's many resources out there, right? There's like with the connection of everything, your smartphone. Very important. Like you gotta understand how powerful a smartphone is. And even I'm talking about a homeless person with a smartphone can become a millionaire, right? A homeless person with a smartphone can live an amazing life, better than before. Before we even had the smartphone. Well, obviously before the internet, but definitely before the smartphone. Of course, it would be hard for homeless people to make money and whatnot, or get money. But now it's easier. I mean, they still, obviously ask for money and stuff like that. Now, this is not about homeless people. I'm just using them as an example. Like, if you got a job and you got a house and this and that, and you're not homeless and this and that, you don't have any excuse, because even homeless people can thrive. And I've seen some of them thrive. I see them get on the train and they just plug up their phones and charge. I'm like, yep, you're homeless, but you're not smartphone-less. They literally got a smartphone. I'm like, yes, the power literally in your hand. You literally got the whole world in your hand. Ever heard that song? You got the whole world in your hand. Like, literally. You got the whole world in your hands. Oh, that reminds me. There's somebody on TikTok, well, a couple people I've seen, that were either, they deliberately chose to be homeless, and then, they made TikTok videos about them being homeless and how they did some cool stuff to, to be homeless essentially, but still have all the benefits of society, right? All the benefits of modern living, but deliberately being homeless. So there's people like that have TikToks like that I've seen before. Haven't seen them in a while. And there was a guy who was, homeless, who, started making, got a phone, got on free Wi-Fi, started making TikTok videos. One thing led to another, and he started doing better in life, right? He started learning things. Cash App is a thing, right? So some people donated money to help him out, and this and that. Like, that was awesome. He didn't limit himself. Literally, that's how powerful a smartphone is. That's why it's always annoying to hear people talking about, like, oh, money this, money that. The government needs to do this for me. The government needs to do that for me. It's like, it would be nice. It would be nice. But why leave it up to them? It's no different than leaving it up to God, right? If God wanted you to be rich, you'll automatically be rich. God wants you to become rich. He's not going to make you rich, right? So if you're like a religious person, God is not going to make you rich. God doesn't even want you to be rich. That's a you thing. That's a personal thing you want. He wants you to work for it, right? He wants you to achieve it yourself, which is why you're not rich, just because you pray, right? You can pray all you want to be rich. God is not going to do that for you. He wants you to do that for yourself. It's the same thing as living in life in society. Can't expect the government, can't expect billionaires to give you money. No. It's better to teach a man how to fish than to give him a fish and think he'll be good for the rest of his life. Like, no. You gave him one fish. He's only good for one meal. If you teach him how to fish, he'll be good for the rest of his life. Not only will he be good, if he has offsprings or he has a significant other, he can teach her or him, right, to fish. Now they can eat for the rest of their lifespan. And then if they teach that to the next generation and the next and the next, and keeps going. It's the same. That's the whole concept of generational wealth. It's not just having a whole bunch of money left over after you live your life and spent, how much you wanted to spend in your life, and then whatever's left over, you just give it to the next generation. No, it's also teaching them how to make money, but not just money. Teaching them how to survive, right? Teaching them skills, right? Getting money is a skill, which is why I mentioned earlier to go on YouTube, TikTok as well. There's tons of videos on how to make money on TikTok and learn how to make money. Ain't nothing wrong with just, spending a couple hours, entertaining yourself, scrolling through the feed, and getting a couple laughs and a couple, hours of entertainment. But realistically, top priority should always be to learn something. Try to spend the first couple hours of your day learning anything, any skill, especially money. Definitely should be watching a whole bunch of videos on how to make money. Then go do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. What I do care about is that if you, unless you're already rich, then yeah, you don't care. You got money, so you don't need to learn nothing about money, right? Because you got it, right? You probably already know everything you need to know about money, right? Because you got it. But if you don't got money, go learn. Go get that information. Is out there. Most people act like, oh, I gotta go to college to learn how to be a billionaire. No. Most billionaires dropped out of college. Most billionaires didn't even go to college, and they're billionaires. So no, you don't need, you don't need some magical situation for you to become, a billionaire. I forgot. There's an expression. the first step to like to a long distance to a long journey is the first step or something like that. So I forgot the term. Sorry about that. I forgot the term, but you get the idea. It's like, a journey starts with one step or something like that. But you get the idea. It's like you gotta make your first dollar. That was one of the things I saw, like a YouTube video. They were talking about like what's it, master marketing something. It was something about marketing, and the guy, he was talking about like how to make an ebook, which I liked and I learned. So I learned two things from that video, right? A concept to making an ebook, right? Which I definitely took advantage of and made more than 10 ebooks. So I'm making money from that. But it was also the idea that like a lot of people think about making like millions of dollars on the internet. Like, I want to go on the internet and make a lot of money. Yeah, we all do. But the thing is like, you got to learn how to make a dollar. So when he said that, that was profound. If you think about it, right? You need to learn how to make a dollar first. Once you learn how to make a dollar on the internet, then just do that a million times. Bang, millionaire. Do that a billion times, you'll be a billionaire. Do that a trillion times, you'll be a trillionaire. First, learn to make a dollar. Most people haven't even put the effort to even try to make $1. For me, it was very low. You know what I started off with? Making a penny. There's used to be these websites. Oh my God, they were terrible. But there used to be these websites where the idea was like you click on little banners, little ads and stuff. You get like pennies and shit. But you had to click a considerable amount of ads. It's like, damn, I click a whole bunch of ads to try to make some pennies. And hopefully those pennies add up to $1, right? I need 100 pennies for $1. So I probably had to click like 100 or 1,000 ads and shit just to make $1. But I bet you they were making like $2 to $3 per click, and I'm making literally like fractions of a penny or an actual penny. So I'm getting a penny while they're making like $1 or $2 per every time I click. So it's like, well, great for them, shitty for me, right? But that's where I started. I was like, okay, let me start making some money. I started off making a penny online. Of course, that's not that great. It's like, I need better. I want to make $1, at least $1. So if I remember one of my first things that I did to try to do $1, it was I did some like apps, not apps but like software. I made some programs using Visual Basic, made a couple of like programs and stuff like that. And I started doing a lot of other things. I made some apps, so my apps probably still on the App Store, but if not, oh well. Maybe someday I'll get back to doing some apps. I do have some ideas for apps, so get back on the App Store because I do still have my App Store account. So I should be. I just need to make some new apps and put them out there, right? Get that Flappy Bird success, right? But the thing is, like I say, is that digital downloads. I made some stuff that I can like music. I did music. Obviously, I had a music label. Got like 6 rap albums, so I made music. So, doing things with my phone, my computer, and putting it online, right? Making videos, for the YouTube stuff, trying to make some YouTube money. I got some of that AdSense money before. I'm trying to get that again, right? So making money from music, making money from ebooks, videos, right? AdSense and stuff like that. eBay, of course. Software, just making money from people downloading my software. Photoshop templates, those are other things that I've done. I've done a lot. It's just that I can't remember all of the things I did, but I've done a lot. I've done the ringtone thing at one point. What else did I do? Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. That's the thing. I'm always trying something new and different. And that's the thing. You want to try a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff you do ain't gonna be, super successful. You're not gonna probably make a lot of money from all these different things. But the goal is to, like I said, learn how to make a dollar, right? You want to do something preferably for free, so that way your profit, when you make your first dollar, that's profit. That's not like, okay, I need that dollar to pay back, you know, the advertisement that I paid for. Obviously, advertisements are not that cheap, right? Most advertisements cost more. I mean, the cheapest on TikTok is like $5, like $5 a day, just to advertise a video. So clearly, $1 won't be enough for advertising. So if I make $1 after I spent $5, then that's negative $4, right? That's not good business. So that's why you want to start off free, try to make your first dollar. That's profit right off the bat. Once you make $1 off of it, try to do it more than once. Try to see if you could just keep doing it without too much effort or without extra work, and then go from there. If, let's say, give it about 2 weeks, keep track of what you're doing. Give it about 2 weeks to see if you know how much you make. Sometimes you might have to wait as long as a month, right? Especially if it's something that's more likely a monthly thing, where like every month you'll make some money, but it'll take literally the whole month for you to make that money. So then you have to calculate that way, where it's your monthly, income, not a weekly income type thing when it comes to some of these online businesses or things that you might do for money. Some stuff, you could do faster. Like if you sell something straight up, like through obviously if you're getting paid straight through Cash App, that's faster, right? If you're getting paid through PayPal, it'd be faster, right? Especially if you're doing digital downloads, all somebody has to do is purchase whatever digital item you're selling. Let's say it's music, or maybe you have a video download that they got to pay $1 or $2 to download your video, because you're, selling them a link to download the video, and then they download the video. Now they got your video and stuff. Sorry about that. Damn, why is all this notifications? All right, download the video, right? Jesus Christ, sorry about that. Download all the video, right? And you make your money. You have your money instantly, because it'll instantly be in your account. So there's patience is important. You're not going to have overnight success, but what you will have is a particular set of skills that makes you dangerous. Dangerous to the world, because you know how to make money. And it surprises me how many people don't know how to make money. They know how to spend it. Oh, I remember that one time when somebody was like they know. Don't tell me what to do with money. I know what to do with money. I'm like, spend it. All you know what to do with money is spend it. That's all you think money is for, is just to spend it. There's a lot you can do with money. Save it, invest it. Yeah, you can spend it, but there's very little benefit to spending it unless you spend it on an asset, right? You spend it on something that you can make money from, like a car, and use it for Uber, right? Or Uber Eats or something similar to that, right? Uber, right? Find a house and then use the house to, Airbnb and stuff like that, or rent it out or something like that. What else that you can buy? You can make money from. Ironically, you can buy a phone and make money from. Like I said, you got a smartphone. There's tons of information on the internet on how to make money. There's things you can do on the internet to make money, right? I'm not mentioning, some of those more socially unpopular methods for making money online, if you know what I mean. But those are options, but let you find that on your own. But there are other ways to make money, which I definitely encourage people at least try first. Right? Try a little more socially acceptable ways of making money online, right? And invest, because it's not enough to just do something and then get paid. You want to make sure that you don't spend that money, because then you're just going to end up in a situation where you gotta repeat the cycle, right? Make the money, right? But if you spend it, what happens? You have to make the money again. So you don't want to be in that endless loop of make money, spend money, make money, spend money, make money, spend money. Because the only reason you're trying to make it is because you keep spending it, which is why we talk about saving and investing. That's why you got to save money, because saving money is the same thing as making money. Investing money, definitely making money. Why? Because you're putting the money into something that makes money, so of course it's making money. But spending is never making money. You never make money from spending unless it's an asset, right? Unless it's something that makes you money. I have a hobby that I like. Well, in general, I have multiple hobbies, but I play card games. It's fun, and I make money from it because whatever cards that I have that I don't want anymore, don't need anymore, I sell them for way more than I paid for them, right? Obviously, gotta make that money. But that's the thing, and of course, I make videos about it, right? You know, I put out information out there about these games, so there's money, so I make money through that, right? So I make money through videos, right? I make money through the physical cards, the physical games themselves. Even just playing the game and people knowing that I play the game, that itself has a bit of monetary, right? Because people will know me, they know that I play the games, and that opens up opportunities. That's the other thing, right? Opportunities, especially opportunities to make money, because what if somebody's like, hey, I want to collab with you on a video or something, give you $200, deal, right? Deal. Send it to my Cash App, right? We could do business, that kind of stuff. And then of course, then with their help, right? They'll get, I'll get more attention, right? More people will know about me because of them, and then those people will probably find out that I got, businesses, right? That I sell cards, right? Among other things that I do, music and whatnot, right? I have different things that I've done that if they like it, well, it's available and I can make money from it. I can make money from, clothing line. I got my own little clothing line thing that I'm doing. So I can make money from my merch or clothing line, whatever you want to call it, through my music, through my softwares, right? My apps and stuff, through my hobbies or card games, right? My YouTubes, right? I got podcasts. I make some money from my podcasts. So I got a couple of different podcasts for a couple of different, topics, a couple of different niches, whatever you want to call them, right? And that's the thing, the beauty of something as simple as a podcast, because all I need is something to record. I mainly record my podcast on my phone. Just use the record app, just record the podcast, then upload it, make money, right? Like I said, learn to make $1. Once you learn to make $1, try to do 1,000 things, right? Try to do 1,000 things where you're making $1, and that adds up to $1,000. And if those 1,000 things are making $1 every month, then you're making $1,000 a month. If you're doing 2,000 things, right? Now that's if you're only making $1. Obviously, you want to do what's called scale up. You want to start first learning how to make $1 off of something, but then try to figure out how can I turn that into $10. How can I, let's say you draw black and white sketches for somebody, right? Let's say your commission is $1 hypothetically. So you draw black and white pictures, right? So you just sketch out some art for some people for like $1. But you want to, and you make $1 a month, right? But you want to make $10 a month instead. All right, then you might want to take it up a notch and start maybe doing some coloring, right? So now you can charge more, because before you were only doing sketches, right, for $1, but now you're doing coloring, right? Like color pencils or something. Now you can charge $10, but then you can move up and be like, okay, now I charge like $100 because now I'm using paint, right? You could probably go even further than that, right? And let's say you charge like $200 or even $1,000, right? Because you do like some really high-end graphic arts. So now you're on a tablet or your laptop or even on your phone doing some digital art, like some really awesome high-end digital art that you're charging like $1,000 for. And not only and you're not just charging just like, a neighbor or something in your neighborhood $1,000 for that. You're online and probably talking to like big businesses who needs like some, like you see these Batman posters back here. Like for example, like that one over there specifically, digital art, right? This one over here is just essentially just Photoshop, right? You got the actors in the Batman and Superman costumes, took pictures of them, and then you just photoshopped it all together, and bang. Whoever made that image for that poster, let's say they got $10,000 for that. You could make that much for something like that, right? So that's the point of like scaling up. But step one is to make $1, right? Most people, but like they're so much in a hurry to try to get to like $1 million. It's like, oh, we all would love that, but the likelihood of you having $1 million idea or guaranteeing that you can get 1 million people to give you $1, or if you break the math down, like, let me see, you need 100,000 10 times. So, good luck getting 10 people to give you $100,000 each, right? Just to equal up to 1 million, right? Good luck with that, right? You might have to be. I mean, it's not impossible. Sell some Lamborghinis. Most Lamborghinis are, what was it? No, I think they're 250,000 per Lamborghini. So in order to make $1 million off of Lamborghinis, you got to sell 4 of them. Sell 4 of them, bang, $1 million, right? The concept is simple, right? Sell 4 Lamborghinis, you'll be a millionaire. The thing is, how do you get the Lamborghinis? Preferably, you get them legally, obviously. But again, I mean, like, most people don't just have 4 Lamborghinis to sell and make $1 million. So you got to work your way up, right? You don't have to start at $1. If you have some way of making $100, $1,000, doing something, like for example, you could offer to cut somebody's hair for $10, bang. You just need 1 customer a month, and you're making $10 a month. If you get a customer a week, that's $40 a month, right? If you get 2 customers every week, right, in a 4-week month, right? What was that? That was $80 a month. $80 a month, right? You just gotta think of the amount you want. Let's say you want to make $1,000 a month, and then you break it down. So it's like, all right, I want to make $1,000 a month, but I don't want to do 1,000 different things to make $1, just so it can add up to 1,000 a month. So what can I do to make $1,000 a month? I find something you can make $100 a month off of. Do that 10 times. So it's the 10x rule. So take a $100 idea, do it 10 times. That's $1,000. Obviously, in order to make $100,000, you got to take that $100 idea, do it 1,000 times. And I think to make $1 million, you need to do it 10,000 times. So 10,000 times 1,000 is $1 million, if I'm right. Yeah. So you get the idea. So you got to break it down. You got to break down how you want to get this money, right? You got to break it down to the amount you want. For me, it was always like at the minimum, I wanted ways to make $1,000 a month. I make more than that now, but like easily over three grand a month. But the point was just to make, like at least 1,000. It's like, oh, that'd be good money. That was good in 2008. Obviously, it's not good money now, so I have to make more than that. But you get the idea. It's like, think of a number you want and then work for that. Especially if the idea is, let's say you have a job where you make $3,000 a month at your job. Well, you at least want some way of making 4,000. Best way to put it. Don't try to do 3,000. Try to do 4,000. Right? Find ways that can add up to making $4,000 a month. That way, it'd be worth quitting your job, right? Because you have a way of making you have a way to make more than you would if you actually worked. And then the idea is so you can get back your time, the time that you would spend at work, you can spend it doing whatever you want, preferably spending your money, right? But of course, always make sure you invest and save most of your money, and then whatever is left over, then that's your little spending money, right? Or just take a small percentage as your spending money to live your best life, right? But the rest, save, invest, right? Because you always want to always think about your future self. That's another thing I like to think about. Is my future self. Right now, I'm my future self from the past that, you know, used to get free Wi-Fi. Now I pay for my internet, right? Uh, you know, I thought of myself now. Like now, I want to be in a position where, you know, I'm making, $3 grand plus a month. So that type of stuff. And of course, eventually it'd be 10 grand a month, which would be like 100,000 a year type thing. Obviously, so 6 figure. I'm almost 6 feet. Anyway, but then go from there, right? Become a millionaire, all that good stuff. So I'm not there yet, but that is the goal, right? We all have that goal, which is why I definitely can talk about the ideas and how to make money, how to grow your finances. But the first step is to learn how to make $1 online, or period, in life, online, offline, whatever. Just learn how to make $1. Save money by reducing your costs. So try to save $1. It's the same as making $1. Try to save $1. If let's say there's you order something to eat at a restaurant or something, and they have sizes, and they'll be like, all right, you have large, medium, small. Then if I'm right, most restaurants, they water is free, for example, so you can get like a juice or something and get it in like a medium cup, right? And then whenever they come around, like, anyone thirsty, anyone want some more drink, you can be like, I would like some water, and more likely the water is free, so bang, you can drink water, right? You already drank the juice, which you're gonna pay for. You get free water, which will keep you thirsty, right? Keep you hydrated and stuff like that. But at least now you're not paying more. So let's say a bigger cup, the large size, let's say it's $5, but the medium is $2.50, so it's half. Let's just say it's $4. So you can save yourself $1 by just getting the smaller size. But not just that, if you're really, really thirsty, right, then try to get the free water, because you don't want to add to the price, right? You don't want to get more juice, because if you get another juice, another $4 cup, well, that's $3 more than the $5 cup, right? And it wouldn't be no different. It's almost the same thing if you got two of the $5 cup, right? The idea is to try at least to, save $1. Because saving $1 is like making $1. Always try to get more bang for your buck, as they say. Obviously, you want to buy something that says 2 for the price of 1 type of deal. You also want to look for discounts, right? Look for clearance sales. Look for things that are like half off and whatnot. That's always good. And if you want to make some money, right? Because saving money is always good. Saving money is like making money. But if you want to make, right? Want to earn some money, want to get into your entrepreneur spirit, then if you find something 50% off, because ironically, I got a mic right here. This mic's pretty awesome. I like it. That cost me like about $25 plus a little plus tax, I think. But originally it was a $50 item. I could have bought 2 of them, right? 2 for the price of 1, right? I could have bought 2 of them. 1 for me to actually use for whatever I want to use it for, right? For recording stuff like that. And that's the thing, I can use that to record, podcasts and videos for YouTube and blah, 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 and make money that way, right? So that's an investment. But I could have had the other mic, and I could have tried to sell it for more later on. Especially if the mic gets like discontinued and they don't make no more, then I could probably end up selling the mic for like $100. Because remember, it originally was $50, but I got it for a discount. So that's why, if I did buy it, which I was thinking about, but I was like, I don't need, it's not that deep. I don't really need to make money like that. But it is a way I could obviously make money. I was tempted, but I was like, I'm good. I don't need to. I let somebody else do the retail arbitrage, as they call it. So let somebody else get that perk, that benefit of flipping it. But it was something I was thinking about. Like, there was an opportunity. There was an opportunity to make some money, right? Which that's the thing, getting stuff and using it to make money. That way, it pays for the thing. So it's essentially like I got it for free. I spent 25 bucks on this mic, but this mic's probably gonna make me $200-300 easily, right? It's gonna make me extra money. So some people would buy the mic, right? Barely do anything with the mic. So then it was just a waste of 25 bucks. Shit, if they paid full price, which was 50 bucks, they wasted 50 bucks. That's the thing. A lot of people have a habit of wasting stuff. Think about it. Most people get gym memberships and don't go to the gym. Waste of money. You know what I mean? Not just that, right? Not just they don't go to the gym is a waste of money. Let's say they do go to the gym, so they didn't, wasted membership. But the physical benefits that they got, they're probably not doing nothing with it, right? They're not on Instagram. I mean, there's some people who are clearly on Instagram taking advantage of their, the benefits of their fitness and making some good money. Nothing wrong with that. But it's just a funny thing is that most people just waste money on gym membership and don't go to the gym, so that's just a waste of money. If they kept the money instead of paying for the gym membership, it's the same thing as making money. So they could be making, let's say they pay 25 bucks a month for a gym membership. They could be making $25 a month by saving it. Same thing as Netflix, right? Why spend like about what, 20 bucks for Netflix in the US when you can just not, right? And just be on TikTok and YouTube, for free, so to speak, like for free, and get all the entertainment. Ironically, I'd be seeing a whole bunch of stuff that you would see on Netflix, on TikTok. So, spoiler alert, right? Sometimes I'd be seeing like, full episodes, bits and pieces, obviously, on people's, TikTok pages from time to time, you know. But, the idea is that you want to, figure out, okay, what is it that you want to, not want to do, but what is it you already do, and then make money from it. Make money from it. I remember that once I pointed out to my mom, it's like you do a lot of cleaning, right? You do a lot of, a lot of housework and stuff like that, right? And it's like, the irony is like, since you do it automatically without problems, you don't seem to have a problem doing it. Imagine having a job doing it, and lo and behold, that is one of her jobs. Ironically, she has two jobs. I was a little surprised to find out. I was like, wait, you have two jobs? I thought you had one. But anyway, she has like two jobs, right? And one of them is cleaning, right? So it's like, oh, okay. Something you already do, you have no problem doing, but now you're getting paid for it. That is nice. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, whatever you're good at, try to make money from it, right? If you're good at drawing, make money from it. If you're a good singer, try to make money from it. If you're a good dancer, try to make money from it. There's tons of people on TikTok, right, that make money from creating dances and stuff like that, and trends and things of that nature. If you're good at video recording, try to make money from that. If you're good at editing, videos or music, you can make like remixes and stuff like that. You don't have to like make your own beats and write your own lyrics and do your own vocals and stuff like that. Like I do for my music. You can just get a whole bunch of like, one, you can get a whole bunch of royalty-free beats, or you can go buy some beats off of some people who produce beats and stuff like that. You can buy vocal kits where they have a whole bunch of samples, that somebody recorded of them singing or rapping or whatever, and you can just edit it, right? Spice it and all that stuff, edit it and make your own, little remix of a popular song that already exists, or you can just make your own song just with the audio recordings, right? I've done stuff like that before, where like I made hooks off of just random vocal samples, you know. So that type of stuff. sometimes I've taken some recordings of like me talking or saying something, and then it's like I just took bits and pieces of stuff I was saying, and then I turned it into like a hook, right? I turned it into something that sounded cool as a hook for a song, and then just wrap some bars to it, right? And bang, music. It doesn't take that much. One of the things about like making things to like make money and stuff like that is your imagination, creativity. That's the thing. Most people don't consider that. They don't consider their creativity, their imagination, their ability to just come up with random thoughts, random ideas, and then try to use it to make money. They don't even think about like, well, I could go on TikTok and learn how to make money. They don't even think that. Most people think TikTok is for other things, right? Um, some people's like, oh, it's a dancing app. I just go there and watch people dance. Okay, that's what you do with it. But most of us, other people like myself, we use it for business, right? We use it to learn, new things, new ways of making money. Because money's good, right? We like money, and then of course some of us, share the knowledge, share our insights, share what we know from personal experience, which is more useful than if we were talking about hypothetical, right? I'm not hypothetically talking about making money through, music or eBay or uh, ebooks or stuff like that. These are things that I'm actually doing, so I can talk about it because I'm about it, right? I do these things that I talk about, and investing in stocks, investing in real estate and stuff like that. I do it so I can talk about it because I'm talking from my experience. I'm just letting you know what I do, and if it works for you, just like it works for me, then great. But some people, ironically enough, are a little too lazy or a little too impatient. They're not willing to put in the work and the effort, and of course they don't get the results. So then they think, oh, this was all bullshit, blah blah blah. This was a waste of my time. It's like, no, no, you're a waste of your time. The information, the knowledge that's out here, the opportunities out here are not a waste. You are wasting it. That's the problem because you're so impatient that you're wasting literal time by being impatient, by being like, oh my god, I want things now, to a point where you don't even focus on what you should do, right? So try to figure out, what you want to do to make money, and then do it. Like I said before, do it for free, but then, you know, when you see that it's worth your time, that's the most important thing, right? Your time is valuable, right? You only live once, as they always say, right? Technically, you die once, you live every day, but you get the idea. It's like you only have one life to, achieve your, best, live your best life, right? So you only have one life to live your best life. So try to use your time to learn. I mean, those who are, on this live listening to me talk, I appreciate it, and hopefully, what I'm saying is useful to you. And that's the point: is you're at least taking the time out of your life, right? Taking a moment to learn, listen, get some information that will inspire you to hopefully get more knowledge, more information, and become that which you want to be. Which for most people, they want to be rich, right? So if you want to be rich, you gotta think rich. And the way rich people think is, what can I, how can I monetize everything? How can I monetize my house, my cars, my Netflix accounts, right? You know what I mean? You could probably sell your password to your Netflix account to some people or rent it out. You get my point, right? Like, how can I, make money off of my drawing skills or my voice? There's people literally who make money off of their voice alone, voice actors. Then there's actual actors, right? People who act in movies and do movies and stuff like that, like Batman and Superman back there, right? Like, they make actual movies and stuff. So it's like the fact that there's people dressed in costumes, making money, right? If, that's not rocket science. You can do it too. That's another thing, right? You can dress up in a costume. Shit, well, like a Batman costume, put it on. Be Batman, make some TikTok videos as Batman. That'd be funny, right? that'd be entertaining. But you know, that kind of stuff. You know, it's like you could literally do something as simple as that. You don't even need a full costume. You probably just get a mask, get like a Batman mask, right? You can make some videos, you know, as Batman, or you can, you know, or you can, you know, put on some makeup, right? Make yourself look like a clown, like most of the ladies on this app, right? Put on some makeup, look like a clown, and you know, if you're funny, that's the thing. If you're funny, right, you got a sense of humor, you can make jokes. You could be, you know, TikTok comedian or something, or you know, do it on YouTube or Instagram and whatnot. Well, obviously, you should try to do it. You should be doing that on all the platforms. Obviously, you know, grow your audience that way. Plus, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, as they say. You don't want to rely on YouTube money, right? Being your only stream of income. You don't want TikTok to be your only stream of income, right? You don't want your Instagram to be your only source of income. You want these to be your multiple sources of income. That's the other thing to talk about. Multiple streams of income. That was the whole idea of like learn how to make $1 doing something and then do it multiple times so you can make good money off it, but also do different things to make $1, or obviously make more than $1, make 1,000, a million, right? And do it repetitively, right? Do it multiple times. Because once you do something right one time, you should be able to do it multiple times. So that's why it's important to be able to pay, not pay, but to be able to do something where you can earn at least $1, and then go from there, right? And then just make more and more and more and more and more money from it. I don't even know how long this podcast been. I mean, the stream. I do appreciate those who did come through. I don't think anyone's here right now. Hey. Let's see. I'll probably get more viewers later on. I'll try to stream again later, but for now, I think I've been on here long enough. Time to go to sleep. At least I had a topic. At least I had something to definitely helpful to talk about. Definitely don't mind talking about it more later on. But for now, this will be it until later. And hopefully I'll look better later. Gotta shave. Let's see.